Would you like to reveal your starting lineup? Sticking with the same?
Yeah, we'll go with the same.
Are there conversations that you have with JAYLEN about coming off the bench, and what were those like?
No, I think the biggest thing is that first and foremost, you talk about, what your plan of attack is, and then secondly, you just say, like, he's done that before. He came off last year in the playoffs, coming off of an injury, so it's not all that new for him. But I think the biggest thing when you're coming off the bench is not trying to do it all right when you get in the game, and just bringing a great deal of readiness to take advantage of your opportunities. And that's especially true for guys that have been in and out of the starting lineup generally, but he'll do a great job with that. And regardless of where our guys play, we need them to play at a high level for our team to be successful. And I think that's what I was just talking to Sean about was, I'm not looking as much at how many minutes you're getting as how well those minutes are going. And he's done so many great things for us, not only this year, but over the course of the years. I have no doubt his minutes will be well used.
Does he have any sort of restriction because of the injury? Okay.
How much of an indicator of what JAYLEN is doing is that he starts getting to the line?
I think, Mark, like right when you make that like your only goal, then you drive it into traffic, and you don't make the right play, and so I think that he'll get to the line. He drives the ball, and I think at the end of the day, his ability to make plays off the catch or drive or kick out, but it's just about for all of us making the right play. As I said yesterday, I'm not too consumed with where our free throw rate is. It wasn't good last year. A lot of the numbers that we're not as good at, we were in a pretty similar boat last year. 2-point percentage, free throw rate, offensive rebound rate, but our offensive numbers have gone up, and they've gone up pretty significantly in the last few weeks. So we'll just try to soar with what we're good at.
So, Brad, you never want a guy to get hurt, obviously, but for someone like JAYLEN, who is clearly pressing you, but having to sit and watch, is that always the worst thing? Is there any benefit to that, do you think, for him?
I think that's a great question for him. I think that there is benefit always, especially if you look at it through his lens. He's a really bright guy, and he was really engaged in all the prep for all those games. This wasn't a situation where a guy was out and he wasn't necessarily paying attention because he knew he wasn't going to play for a while. Like, he was really locked into it. There was a chance he would have played even last Saturday. So he's, you could tell that he was prepared, watching and taking it all in. And first and foremost, at his core, JAYLEN is a competitive guy, and winning is really important to him. And I think anytime you have that, then you're willing to do whatever it takes for the good of the team. And kudos to these guys for stepping up and doing that.
Coming off the Minnesota game, what goes through your mind when you hear all the talk about Gordon is back? Is Gordon back?
I didn't hear any of it. I'm not really paying attention. I know it's been a long break, so I guess we got to talk about whatever happened last, and we're just focused on trying to get better and trying to get better as a team, not one guy, not two guys, not just trying to get better as a team. And to do that, we need everybody playing well, and we're getting better, but we still have a long way to go.
Was this a well-timed gap in the schedule for you from that sense, Brad?
If you have a kids that are 13 and 9, all gaps are well-timed gaps. So whether you're 7 and 20 or 20 and 7, doesn't matter.
Kyrie was talking yesterday, looking forward to seeing this Knicks team again. Are you interested to see where you guys have been since the last time you saw this team?
Well, we didn't, we got outplayed last time. That was largely due to the Knicks and their effort, and we weren't as good as them. And so you get a chance 2 weeks later to find out if you can play a little bit better than you did last time. So we'll see.
Brad, Kyrie said the other day that he thought guys wanted to win on their own terms coming into the season. What has stood out to you about the process of this group kind of learning how to sacrifice together?
I think sacrifices, obviously it's a buzzword in sports. I think it's a little strong, like adversity is probably a little strong. This is just basketball, really. So, but at the end of the day, you have to it's not how each individual can play, it's how you function as a team. And so it's, you know, our functioning wasn't good early. It's getting better lately, but it's got to get better. You know, it's funny because it's all about perspective, right? And I think I just looked at our offensive and defensive numbers, and both numbers are better than last year, which kind of took me back because it doesn't feel that way. And I think our offense can get a lot better, and I think our defense has shown some issues. So we just have to improve.
Because there was just something out of Maine that Robert's not going to wind up playing for them tonight. He was excused.
Yeah, he's excused. He is excused. He's excused by all of us, and to attend to a personal matter. Thank you.